Dave Hanna, Jr., was only 4 years old when his father, Dave Hanna, Sr., went missing in action in the Vietnam War. He grew up with a vague memory of his dad, who was a helicopter pilot in the U.S. Army. He knew that his father had been shot down over Laos in 1969, but he never received any confirmation of his fate. He wondered if his father had survived the crash and was captured by the enemy, or if he had died on impact. As he got older, Dave Hanna, Jr. became obsessed with finding out what happened to his father. He felt a strong connection to him and wanted to honor his legacy. He also wanted to give his mother some closure, as she had never remarried and still wore her wedding ring. He started researching his father's case and contacting other veterans who had served with him. He learned that his father was part of a secret mission called Operation Tailwind, which involved a covert raid into Laos to disrupt enemy supply lines. He also learned that his father's helicopter was one of 4 that were shot down by anti-aircraft fire during the operation. Dave Hanna, Jr. decided to search for his father's remains in Laos, hoping to find some clues or evidence of his whereabouts. He joined a humanitarian organization called History Flight, which helps locate and recover the remains of American servicemen who died in foreign wars. He traveled to Laos several times over the years, braving harsh terrain, hostile locals, and unexploded ordnance. He interviewed witnesses, searched crash sites, and dug up bones. He faced many challenges and disappointments along the way, but he never gave up hope. In this video, we will tell you the incredible story of how Dave Hanna, Jr. found his father's remains after 40 years of searching. We will show you how he used his determination, courage, and love to solve one of the longest-running mysteries of the Vietnam War. We will also show you how he finally brought his father home and gave him a proper burial with full military honors. Dave Hanna, Jr. never gave up on finding his father's remains. He knew his father was a pilot in the Vietnam War and that he was shot down over Laos in 1969, but he didn't know where exactly or what happened to him after that. He decided to use DNA testing, historical records, and personal contacts to solve the mystery. He submitted his DNA sample to a database that matched it with other relatives of missing service members. He also contacted the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, DPA, which is responsible for recovering and identifying the remains of American soldiers. He learned that his father's plane had crashed near a village called Ban Sat. He contacted a local guide who had helped other families find their loved ones. He traveled to Laos and met with a guide who took him to the crash site. There, he saw pieces of metal and clothing that belonged to his father's plane. He also met with some villagers who witnessed the crash and told him that they buried his father nearby. He followed them to a small cemetery where they pointed out a grave marked with a wooden cross. He dug up the grave and found some bones and a dog tag with his father's name on it. He was overcome with emotion and gratitude. He finally found his father after 40 years of searching. He brought the remains back to the U.S. and had them confirmed by the DPA. He also arranged a funeral service for his father with full military honors. He said he felt a sense of closure and peace. He also felt proud of his father's sacrifice and legacy. Dave Hanna, Jr. had been searching for his father's remains for 40 years. His father, Dave Hanna, Sr., was a pilot in the Vietnam War who went missing in action in 1969. He never gave up hope that one day he would find out what happened to him and bring him home. In 2009, he got a breakthrough. A team of researchers from the Joint POW MIA Accounting Command, JPC, discovered a crash site in Laos that matched his father's plane. They recovered some human bones and personal items, including his father's dog tag and wedding ring. They sent the bones for DNA testing and confirmed that they belonged to Dave Hanna, Sr. Dave Hanna, Jr. was overjoyed when he received the news. He said he felt a mix of emotions: relief, gratitude, sadness, and pride. He said he finally had closure and peace of mind. He said he was proud of his father's service and sacrifice for his country. He said he was grateful to the JPC team and the Lao government for their cooperation and assistance. He flew to Hawaii to receive his father's remains and escort them back to the United States. He said it was an honor and a privilege to carry his father's casket. He said he felt like he was fulfilling his father's last wish to come home. He held a funeral service for his father in Arlington National Cemetery with full military honors. He invited his family, friends, and fellow veterans to pay their respects. He said it was a solemn and beautiful ceremony that honored his father's legacy. He said he felt like he had finally reunited with his father after so long. He said he hoped that his story would inspire other families of missing service members to never give up hope and to keep searching for their loved ones. He said he believed that everyone deserves to have a proper burial and a place to rest in peace.